16. 16 already? 32 on that side, just in this block. Just in the left-hand block.
Yeah,
yes, 32. Okay.
Thanks.
70.
Okay. Who is against?
Abstentions?
Abstentions?
You don't count abstentions. We record.
We have result 70 yes, against 36, abstention 16. It means that paragraph is adopted. Amendment is adopted. Now a new amendment, Amendment 2, to insert a new paragraph after paragraph 6. I call Senator Wicker to move the amendment.
Mr. President, in the interest of time, I think the resolution is strong enough. The authors withdraw the amendment.
Thank you very much. Amendment is not in procedure. We are going on amendment. Now we'll vote the paragraphs 7 to 9 of the draft resolution. Any objection? No. Paragraph 6 to 9 are agreed to. Oh, sorry. 3.
Ask which paragraph they want to object to.
We need to precise which paragraph you need to put an objection. Not all of them.
Mr. Chairman, paragraph number 7, in our view, is unacceptable because it distorts the truth. It's simply not true.
Okay.
И я хочу добавить, что пункт 9 вызывает такую же субъективную оценку. Хотелось бы по нему высказаться, господин председатель.
Yeah. Now we'll vote because it was objection on the paragraph 7, and we'll vote. Who is for? Who is for paragraph 7, not amendments. We are speaking now about paragraph. Okay. Who is against? Against paragraph 7.
8. 24.
Abstentions, please. Who is abstention?
3. 6. 7. Thank you. 16. So the paragraph is adopted.
In favor 79. Against 24. 16 abstention. Paragraph is adopted. Any other objections on 8 and 9?
Yes, he objected to 9.
8. Please, objection on paragraph 8. Okay, we have to vote. We have to vote. Who is in favor of paragraph 8? Those against paragraph 8. And abstention, please raise your hands. Abstention.
1.
Okay, we have result. In favor 92, against 12, abstention 6. Paragraph 8 is adopted. Any objections on paragraph 9? Yes, we have objection, friends.
Oui, oui, Monsieur le Président, je suis contre cet amendement, cet paragraphe, dans une résolution qui est.
Madame,
On traduit.
sorry. We cannot speak about paragraphs.
Oh non, non. On parle de l'amendement. Oui, je suis contre l'amendement, en effet. Mais c'est ça.
Oh no, it's a mistake.
Oui,
Now
okay.
we are still discussing about paragraph 9.
Mais vous m'avez donné la parole. Bon, tant pis, très bien.
You can get the floor only about amendments, not about paragraphs. Is there any objection on paragraph 9? Yeah, objection on Russian delegation. Okay, we'll vote paragraph 9. Who is in favor of paragraph 9? Please. Who is against? Abstention? Thank you very much.
Two. And Semyon said
88 in favor,
19.
19 against,
15.
15 abstention. Paragraph 9 is adopted. Let's go now on the amendment number 2. Number 3, sorry. I call Ms. Porina to move the amendments. Ms. Porina, please.
Yes, thank you. Mr. President, dear colleagues, my proposal is to include a paragraph that reads as follows: condemns the occupation of the territory of Ukraine. It's necessary to stress again that a number of international documents clearly condemn the illegal and unlawful annexation of Crimea by the Russian Federation. Vast majority of OSCE participating states do not recognize Crimea as part of Russia. Less attention has been paid to the fact that military occupation of Crimea took place before the annexation. President Putin has acknowledged that Russian forces were deployed in Crimea right before the so-called referendum. That happened without consent of Ukrainian government. The occupation continues and Crimea today is an occupied territory. That is clear, gross and shameless violation of Helsinki principles. OSCE Parliamentary Assembly must stand up against a blatant violation of international law. Indifference may lead to new acts of aggression and feed the ambitions of imperialists in Moscow. Let us not forget that Russia has done very little, if anything, to discourage terrorists and separatists operating in eastern regions of Ukraine. Yes, and at the end I want to say that duty of Parliamentary Assembly is to uphold these principles that are central to peace and security in Europe, territorial integrity, I mean. I would highly appreciate your support to this for this amendment. Thank you.
Thank you. Does anyone wish to speak against the amendment? Russian delegation, please, the floor is yours. 1 minute.
Да. Спасибо, уважаемые председатели. Уважаемые коллеги, можно долго упражняться в нормах международного права, оценивая действия России, была ли оккупация или это восстановление присоединения Крыма. У автора поправки, как мне кажется, свои весомые аргументы. У России, основанные на очевидных фактах и международных нормах, свои аргументы. Кто в данной ситуации окажется прав? Я думаю, что ответ знают здесь все. У кого большее политическое влияние. Давайте лучше посмотрим на цели этой поправки, да и резолюции в целом. Очевидно, что ее принятие не приведет к мирному разрешению разногласий на Украине. А это значит, что сегодня продолжат убивать мирных граждан, что будут погибать отцы семей и молодые ребята, которые еще не видели жизни, причем с обоих сторон. В какие масштабы данный конфликт перерастет? Будет ли война в центре Европы, в сердце самой Европы? Кто будет в нее втянут? Считаю, что поправка должна быть отклонена.
Thank you very much. Senator Cardin, wish you to comment?
Thank you, Mr. President, and let me thank my colleague for offering this amendment. In drafting the resolution, we certainly intended to make the point that is included in this amendment number 3. It is absolutely accurate, everything that's in there. And just in conclusion, let me say, having an open debate and stating the facts, I think, help resolve the issue. So I would urge my colleagues to accept the amendment.
Thank you, Senator Cardin. Now we'll vote. Amendment 3. Those in favor? Amendment 3. We are voting Amendment 3. Those in favor? It's okay. Thank you very much. Those against?
32.
Very much. Abstention? Thank you very much.
14.
In favor 88, against 31, abstention 24. Amendment is adopted. Now we are going vote on paragraphs 10 to 17 on the draft resolution. Any objections? On which one? Please, I didn't hear you, Mr. Pushkov.
Mr. Chairman, we are specifically against points 10, 13, 14, 15, 16 and 17.
10, 13, 14.
10, 13, 14, 15, 16 and 17.
Okay. Is it possible to vote in block? Is it possible, Mr. Pushkov, to vote in block?
No, we suggest one by one.
Okay. Democracy is a practice and long procedure. Okay, we are voting paragraph 10. Those in favor? Now we are in training, we could be faster.
28.
Thanks a lot.
Send on.
Who is against? Please. Abstention?
They can't.
Okay. We have result.
11. Abstentions. 87 for.
87 in favor.
21 against.
21 against.
27 abstentions.
27 abstention. Paragraph 10 is adopted. Paragraph 13. We are voting in favor. Thank you. Who is against?
How many?
Thank you. Abstention?
Against is 25.
25?
17 abstentions.
17. Paragraph 14, 95 in favor.
13. Paragraph 13. Paragraph 13.
Paragraph 13, sorry. 95 in favor, 25 against, and 17 abstention. Paragraph is adopted. Now we are voting paragraph 14. Who is those in favor? Thank you.
43.
Against? Abstention? Amendment 14, 90 in favor, 22 against, and 19 abstention. Paragraph 14 is adopted. Now paragraph 15. We are voting paragraph 15. Who is in favor? Thank you. Who is against? Abstention? Abstention? 20 against?
15 abstentions.
15 abstention. Paragraph 15, 93 in favor, 20 against, 15 abstention. Paragraph 15 is adopted. Paragraph 16, please. Those in favor?
Okay.
We have result.
Those against. Those against.
Those against? Abstention?
How many against on your side? How many against?
Amendment 16, 88 in favor, 24 against, 17 abstention. Amendment 16, paragraph 16 is adopted. Paragraph 17. Those in favor? Who is against? Against? Abstention? Thank you very much. Paragraph 17, 87 in favor, 22 against, 16 abstention. Paragraph 17 is adopted. We now come to amendment number 4, to insert a new paragraph after paragraph 17. I call Mr. Liepinis to move the amendment.
I would just remind you my name is Liepinch. All right? There is no Liepinis here.
Liepinis would be Lithuanian.
That would be Lithuanian, yes. My amendment concerns violations of Articles 2, the principle number 2 and number 6 of the Helsinki Agreement. And number 2 talks about refraining from the threat or use of force. And number 6 is non-intervention in internal affairs. The Nordic Baltic countries and Poland do not pose a threat to Russia, so there is no need for military overflights, massing of troops on the borders of the Baltic states, nor military exercises around their territories. Their purpose clearly is to intimidate the citizens of these countries and try and fix the internal agenda. So I ask you to support my amendment.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lippens. Now I'm better. I hope so. Thanks a lot. Practice, practice. Who would like to opposing Mr. Pushkov? 1 minute.
Mr. Lippens has rightly said that there is no threat. On the other hand, there are maneuvers. A year ago, maneuvers by NATO and countries who are partners to NATO took place in the Eastern Baltic, and I think Mr. Lippens should know about this. Russia has the full right to use its territory as it deems fit. If there are no maneuvers, then we can reconsider this issue. But for the time being, there is a NATO military activity in this area. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Pushkov. Senator Cardin.
Support the.
The floor is yours, if you'd like.
I support the amendment.
You support. Thanks a lot, Senator Cardin. Now we'll vote on amendment number 4. Those in favor? Against?
How many? 27.
Against?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Thank you. Abstention?
9, 18.
In favor, 81. Against, 42. 19 abstention. Amendment number 4 is adopted. We'll now vote on paragraph 18 on the draft resolution. Any objections? Thank you. Paragraph 18 is agreed to. We now come to amendment number 5, to insert a new paragraph after paragraph 18. Mr. Le Pen, the floor is yours.
Just a very short comment. I would ask Russia to start implementing fully the recommendations of the OSCE and ODIHR election monitors. And I think we would make a lot of progress, and Russia would make a lot of progress too. So this is meant in a very positive tone. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Le Pen. Does anyone wish to speak against the amendment? Madam, you would like, from France, please, the floor is yours. 1 minute.
Je suis contre cet amendement comme les autres parce qu'ils aggravent une résolution caricaturale et contre-productive qui s'oppose au dialogue construit que beaucoup d'interventions ont appelé de leur vœu cet après-midi. C'est une dénonciation unilatérale que cette résolution qui ne correspond pas aux réalités. En particulier, elle n'exige pas que de l'Ukraine, qui n'a pas agi dans le dialogue national, de s'engager à faire ce dialogue national de manière à ce que toutes les parties aient les mêmes obligations et que d'ailleurs les violences soient dénoncées de part et d'autre.
Thank you, Madam. Does Senator Cardin wish to comment?
Mr. President, I support this amendment. I support it because the circumstances within Ukraine underscore the need for these types of changes within the Russian Federation. So I would urge the adoption of the amendment.
Thank you. We are voting. Those in favor? Amendment number 4.
5.
5. Sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15. Hold your cards up. Hold your cards up. Hold your cards up. At the back. Hold your cards up. 26.
Thank you. Who is against?
32. Against. 1, 2.
Abstention.
10, 20.
Abstention.
Abstentions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Thank you.
6, 3.
We have result in favor 80, 44 against, and 14 abstention. Amendment number 5 is adopted. Now we'll vote on paragraph 19 of the draft resolution. Any objection? Thank you. Paragraph 19 is agreed to. Okay, now come to amendment number 6. To insert a new paragraph after paragraph 19. Mr. Le Pen's, the floor is yours.
It is Leapinch, not Le Pen. We will spend about 5 minutes after this meeting and we'll get it straight.
They told me the other, I don't have the right sound from your microphone. That's the mistake. Now I'll put headphones and not make mistake.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
My basis.
Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. My basis for Amendment 6 is exactly the same as the one for Amendment 5, but this amendment talks very specifically to having good democratic elections and having a reform towards that. So I ask you all for this, to support this amendment.
Thank you very much, Mr. Lepinch. It's okay now. Mr. Pushkov.
Mr. Chairman, dear colleagues, I still think that we have a resolution which is dealing with Ukraine and the Ukrainian crisis. How wise is it to include everything possible in this resolution? Why don't we include here the Russian-Chinese relationship, or maybe something doesn't like the gas deal between Moscow and Beijing? And I think it would be also considered, and somebody could accuse this. So I think it's absolutely meaningless. I understand the activity of our Latvian colleagues to include as many points against Russia as possible, but I don't think it can be taken seriously in such an audience, because this is something which goes absolutely out of the essence of this resolution.
Thank you, Mr. Pushkov. Senator Cardin, the floor is yours. Your comment.
Mr. President, I'm going to let the plenary make the judgment as to whether this should be included in the resolution or not.
We are voting. Those in favor? Who is against?
24.
Abstention? Thank you.
In favour.
62 in favor.
46 against.
46 against.
28 abstentions.
28 abstention. Amendment number 60 is adopted. Now we are going on Amendment 7 to insert a new paragraph after paragraph 19. I call João Soares to move the amendments. João.
Thank you so much, President Krivokapik. I think one thing that the Ukrainian people needs is legitimacy in the power. Both two points are very important: political stability and legitimacy. So we have to underline the importance of the elections that took place the 25th, that give the only legitimacy that now exists in Ukraine to the President Poroshenko, that was elected despite the fact in certain regions like Donetsk or Lugansk there were no elections. But it's very important even by that to valorize the legitimacy of the new president to start a new political time in Ukraine, a time of dialogue with those who are in the separatist regions, to guarantee that there will be elections, but also to valorize, as it should have been always and it hadn't, the Russian language, which is also a national language of communication in Ukraine, and to valorize this political stability that doesn't exist from a long time ago. Thank you.
Thank you, João. Does anyone want to speak against the amendment? No. Senator Cardin.
Mr. President, first let me congratulate Mr. Suarez for leading the observation team in Ukraine. I was proud to be part of that observation team. I think we performed an extremely important function, pointing out that it did meet our requirements for free and fair elections. So I strongly support this amendment and would urge its adoption.
Thank you, Senator Cardin. We are voting. Those in favor? If I see well, thank you.
We haven't finished again.
Those against?
50.
1. Abstention? 107 in favor.
1 against.
1 against.
9 abstentions.
9 abstentions. Paragraph number 7 is adopted. Now we'll vote amendment Ojo number 7 is adopted. Now we are voting paragraph 20. Any objections? Paragraph 20 is agreed. Oh, 1 objection, sorry. Now we'll vote. Those in favor, paragraph 20. Thank you.
45.
Against?
45.
Abstention?
Yeah, 1 on that side.
1.
Abstention.
Thanks.
398 in favour.
98.
1 against.
1 against.
Abstention.
You heard 98 in favor, 1 against, 1 abstention. Paragraph 20 is adopted. We now come to amendment number 9.
Number 8.
Number 8, yes. Was this Lepinch number 8 amendment?
Thank you. This is, I think, a very important amendment dealing with Sergei Magnitsky. We have passed resolutions in previous sessions, and somehow the matter does not seem to be making much progress in Russia. And I think we urge the Russians to fix this problem properly and get rid of it once and for all. And I also want to remind Mr. Pashkov that the previous amendments are really in favor of Russia. I don't see how he can assume or even interpret those as a tax on Russia. All of those things will do Russia a lot of good. But coming back to Magnitsky, this problem that hasn't been solved needs solution, because it poisons the relationship between Russia and the rest of and the Western world and the rest of the democratic world. And I'm very pleased to note that there was approval by the US Senate Foreign Relations Committee of the Global Magnitsky Human Rights and Anti-Corruption Bill. So the US is definitely keeping the pressure on, and I congratulate them for that. So please support my amendment number 8.
Thank you. I wish to speak against the amendment. We have the Doris Barnett.
Liebe Kolleginnen und Kollegen, so richtig es ist, dass der Fall von Sergei Magnitsky aufzuklären ist, die Täter und die Hintermänner zu bestrafen ist. Absolut einverstanden. Aber das hat jetzt nichts mit der Ukraine zu tun. Und ich muss ehrlich sagen, wir haben nach langem Ringen jetzt dieses neue Format eingerichtet, und ich frage mich, mit welchem Mühlstein wir die Arbeit dieser neuen Gruppe jetzt behängen und was dann das Ergebnis sein soll, wenn wir von vornherein wissen, die Russen, was sie machen, ist von vornherein böse und wir können überhaupt mit denen nicht reden. Dann wäre es vielleicht sogar besser, wir verzichten auf diese Arbeitsgruppe. Aber wenn wir so weitermachen, immer noch einen Kreis und noch einen Kreis und noch einen Kreis darum zu ziehen, dann machen wir die Arbeit unmöglich. Also Leute, bitte seid etwas vernünftig.
On the point of
Doris, Senator Cardin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. President. I strongly support the substance of this amendment. I appreciate my colleague mentioning the action in the United States Senate. I'm proud that legislation that I authored with Senator McCain was approved by the Committee for Global Magnitsky. And as you recall, Senator McCain was present during the debate in the 21st annual meeting. Let me just respond to my friend from Germany in this respect. It's the system in Russia that led to the death and lack of accountability on the death of Sergei Magnitsky that has contributed to the problems that we currently have and see with Russia's incursion into Ukraine. So I think there is relevancy to this particular amendment, but I think the members of the plenary can decide whether this should appropriately be included in this resolution. I intend to vote in favor of it.
Thank you, Senator Cardin. We'll vote. Those in favor? Those against? Thank you.
24.
Abstention? Thank you. In favor, 42. Against, 61. Abstention, 24. Amendment 80 is not adopted. Now we come to amendment number 9. Luckily last amendment for procedure. Ms. Porina, please, the floor is yours.
Dear colleagues, Russian Federation's position toward modern warfare is based on the idea that the main battlefield is the human mind, and as a result, modern age wars are dominated by an informative and psychological war in order to achieve the upper hand over the control armed forces and weapons, morale and psychologically overpowering the personnel of the enemy's armed forces and civilians. The main aim is to reduce to a minimum the need for large-scale military forces by using so-called soft power, using the mass media, granting Russian citizenship to the inhabitants of other countries, using diplomatic channels, using influence also of international organizations, and supporting pseudo human rights movement financed by Kremlin. All of this is part of the new warfare techniques, which is in its early stages cannot be called a military campaign. Therefore, a new approach is needed to the security and defense of the OSCE participating states. I would highly appreciate your support to this amendment. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Porina. Does anyone wish to speak against? Yes, please. Russian delegation.
Monsieur le Président, chers collègues, я взял слово в попытке покинуть этот зал, будучи уверенным в том, что все-таки здесь господствует здравый смысл. Мы предлагаем не принимать эту поправку, потому что, вне всякого сомнения и объективно в контексте, она пропитана духом холодной войны. Она направлена на то, чтобы сделать Российскую Федерацию, ее политику изгоем и противоставляет России всем остальным членам ОБСЕ. Российская внешняя политика, посмотрите, уважаемые коллеги, на концепцию внешней политики Российской Федерации, подписанную президентом Путиным, на военную доктрину России, носила и носит оборонительный характер. Да, там есть возможность применения силы, в том числе и ядерного оружия. Об этом не надо забывать, что Россия и постоянный член Совета Безопасности, и носитель ядерного оружия, но в рамках права на самооборону на основе соответствующих принципов и норм Устава Организации Объединенных Наций. Что касается проблем безопасности в Европе, да, они существуют. Их очень много. Поэтому я предлагаю снять эту поправку, а проблемам безопасности заниматься очень активно на основе принципа универсальности и обязательно с участием Российской Федерации. Спасибо.
Thank you. Mr. Cardin, Senator Cardin.
Mr. President, again, I'm going to let the plenary make its judgment. I think the language is self-explanatory. I do point out that if it is included, I think it does require a great deal more thought as to what type of approach we should take. It's much broader than the resolution itself. So I think it's an extremely important subject, and I'll leave it to the plenary as to whether it should be included in this resolution.
Thank you, Senator Cardin. Now we are voting amendment number 9. Those in favor? Against? Abstention?
24.
Thank you. Amendment number 9, in favor 48, against 69, abstention 19. Amendment is not adopted. And now, last three votes today. We will now vote on the draft resolution of the Assembly as a whole, as amended. Are we ready? Those in favor? Thanks.
42.
Those against? Thank you.
11.
Abstentions? Now we have a result. In favor, 92. Against, 30. Abstention, 27. Resolution is adopted.
if you want to, it might be appropriate.
Yeah. Sorry, we thanks the interpreters for their hard work. We are working 45 minutes longer. That was the plan, but that's the democracy. Procedures, order, and free and fair choice. Now we'll close the special debate and debate about supplementary anthem. Thanks a lot for the Secretariat on hard work on this voting process. See you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. 9:30. 9:30. Sorry, you have half an hour more.
Right.